By reading the title of this video, you probably called me crazy, but I'm here to tell you it's 100% true. Today's project honestly started over 3 years ago. Guys, I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. Welcome back. You see, these shelves are made out of hedge apple, Osage orange, Arc, one of the most interesting species in all of North America. And we just happen to be lucky enough to have a plentiful amount of these trees living on our property here in Southern Ohio. As other luck would have it, we also own a wood miser sawmill and used it around the farm to build all kinds of cool things. In November of 2020, we milled up these hedge apple slabs and started the arduous drying process. Without the assistance of a manufactured kiln system, drying lumber properly can take up to 1 year per inch of thickness on these slabs. Hedge apple, being one of the hardest and most dense species, will need every bit of that time to properly dry out. Some of your softer woods like poplar or pine can take much less time to dry. So these hedge apple slabs are 2.5 inches thick and now are ready for me to finish. Now, as time would have it, my wife has been anxiously awaiting some live edge floating shelves in various spots at her home. Well, let's go ahead and take you through each step of the process. Tonight also happens to be the last night of Deer Camp 2023. All of our friends come over for a big old meal. What we got here, Kakalaki?
So we got a frogmore stew, low country boil, some people call it, shrimp, corn, potatoes, sausage, crab legs. That's pretty much it. Good stuff.
Save some for us?
Huh?
You gonna save some for us?
No.
All right, the Kakalaki boys went back home, man. We feasted last night like none other. But I feel like we're at a critical step in this shelf building project to stop and talk face to face about it. I've put several coats on, actually 3 coats of clear polyurethane on this, sanded, applied coats, sanded again, and we're at our final stage on that. The trickiest part, I think, about this whole project, even going back to cutting this tree down, is mounting these brackets. The system I'm going for is a floating shelf look, so you won't see actual brackets underneath, above. These will go in like this. These fasten to the wall. We dowel these in, and then it floats. Now, having said that, I had 2 options. I had another option to consider. I've got some of these, basically they go to the bottom, so from the underside you can see, although it's pretty decorative. Working with this beautiful hedge apple wood, it brings on 2 obstacles that you will not have with store-bought lumber. The first one is the weight. This thing right here is about 6 times the weight of a store-bought pine 2x8. It's just super heavy because it's so dense. That leads me to my next obstacle. When I dowel these holes in here, this thing it's harder than drilling white oak, it's harder than drilling hickory, it's harder than drilling anything most people have ever drilled when it comes to wood species. For this beautiful hedge apple 30-inch shelf, which goes in our bathroom at home, I'm gonna go ahead and use these brackets right here. Now it comes with this bracket right here because when you drill this hole in, your drill bit needs to be exactly perpendicular to the wall, to the shelf, so that you go down plumb, so that your rods go down plumb. Very critical to do that. This bracket here comes with these shelves. I got 4 of these. I think they were $134. So this is by far the most expensive part of this shelf build. I had one of these right here. Also came from Amazon. It's about 30 or 40 bucks. I'm gonna show you how we use this because it's a really, really slick tool. And it even comes with a special drill bit that we're gonna see how it does on hedge apple. First thing I'll do, gotta find the centers of our dowel rods. And to do that, I will cheat. So that would be our center. So basically this is the back side, so this will not be seen. So now I got the centers. And what's cool about this tool, it comes with these little nubs on it. You've probably always seen the trick. If you've got a measurement that you can't divide by 2 with the tape measure, you hold the tape measure at an angle until you find an even number that you can divide by easily. This is what this tool allows us to do. So that's where these little nubs come in handy. So wherever you twist this so it's locked in, that's running on the center of your board. If it's perpendicular, it's not. But as soon as you crank that thing, that's giving me a dead center mark to drill to. Now we screw it down. It's got 2 little screw holes. And since this is hedge apple, I'm not going all the way in because I'm afraid these screws will break. Now that we're locked in, we're ready to drill. There again, this little piece is keeping us perpendicular. Now I got this close, I'm going to take these out, hope they don't break. And now I've got a mark on my bit to know where to bury it. We'll go ahead and test it. Perfect. We'll drill the other side, and this bad boy will be ready. The last best part before we go to install. We're going to route this out so this sits down flush. While I was at it, I went ahead and done some more. So this is the other type of hanger I was talking about. This one here has got that bracket you can see underneath. This system right here is definitely a lot easier to install, and it looks cool too.